Hey, welcome. Damn. I always forget something. I've nearly got there with the cards. Welcome, 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 beautiful, divine, intuitive, to day 3 of Be Your Own Magician. My name is Tiffany Crisara. I am your friendly inner transformation specialist, boho CEO of the multi-award-winning Transformational Truth of Tarot, author and courage catalyst. And I am here today to get you feeling really good. Even if you haven't done day 1 and day 2 of Be Your Own Magician this week. We are on day 3, but hey ho, just trust that whatever you see, whatever you get from this is where you're meant to be. Each one could be taken as a standalone day. I am going to review things with the first part. We're going to review, and if you've done day 1 and day 2, it's going to help you. Hi Gwyneth, good to see you here. And if you haven't, just review your day anyway and see what happens. So I have just got to find one card out of 78 that I completely forgot that I need to get for you. So whilst I do that, can you just pop in the chat box how Monday was for you, whether you did the Magician on Monday or not? Can you sum up in 1 to 3 words what Monday was for you? What was it about? What was the message? What are you taking from that? And even if you don't have a message, sorry, I keep looking down because I'm trying to find this one card in 78. Just brain dump. Just use this time to brain dump, even if it's not 3 words. Obviously, the more clarity you get from trying to do it succinctly, but it may well be that you just need to brain dump. So I want you to try and clarify Monday in whatever came up for you. And then the same with yesterday. So it'd be like Monday, Tuesday, hello Anne, good to see you here. Hi Leslie, good to see you too. So if you can just do that now, and then we'll get started. How does that sound? I'm really excited about today. Yesterday when I went live, I was all over the place because the sword, I think a lot of you felt that, okay, so Gwyneth's put buttons being pushed. That sounds like Monday, which was the Magician, right? It's good to review at this point to keep track that actually we activated this with the Magician, whether you did or not. The fact that you're seeing this either live or recorded is telling you that the Magician energy was present for you on Monday. And he is a bit of a trickster sometimes. So he'll get the message to you, but not necessarily, it can be good, it can be great, but he will also, as will every divine archetype that appears in your life, will kind of, it's a bit in your face. Okay, so working with the tarot or divine archetypes can be a bit in your face, right? So Olga's put Monday, nothing happens by chance. Tuesday, mindset improvement. No. You lost the sound. I lost the sound. Oh my God, I was being so passionate. Blooming swords energy still around. Let me just recap. Okay. Mics. What did I say yesterday? This is my third blooming headset that I've invested in. And now it's still not working right. Bane of my life, headsets. Okay. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Can you hear me? Yes? No? Can you hear me? I hope so. Let me know. Yes? He said you could see me being all passionate. Okay, we could see and feel your passion. Awesome. So you got an energetic hit. You got the healing. Yes. That is so the cups. It doesn't have to be words, which is the sword. Let me just clarify quickly. Okay. So the magician, I was saying he will slice through your head first. That was the Ace of Swords, slicing through your mindset. And then it's like we go into the heart, we land into the heart. And that's where we are today. Because if you are creating from a place where your mindset's not right and you're not in the heart, then your creation, where we are tomorrow, ain't going to manifest in anything that great, right? Okay. So what's been going on the last 2 days for you is your mindset. It's been a lot of work going on the mindset, because the magician, he basically is the mind. And yes, that is his main thing. It's like you have to have your mindset right to actually manifest. He is as above, so below. He manifests something from thin air because of his sheer belief in who he is, right? But then we go into the actual nitty gritty of the mindset, and that's what was happening yesterday. And I, for one, had a really wonky morning yesterday, and I saw that a lot of people were having really weird stuff going on as well around their mindset and their communication. And I just want you to see it as that was the Ace of Swords, like shaving bits off you that are not useful. Okay. And then you can come into the heart. So for instance, for me yesterday morning, I just couldn't get a grip on my mind at all. It was like stress, overwhelm, and it was all an illusion. I knew that by the afternoon when I realized I had done everything, and it was like, oh, I could have given myself more time. But it was actually the Ace of Swords doing the mind washing. It was bringing all of that stuff up, okay? And so it was like, oh, I feel really out of sorts. And then by the end of the day, I was like, oh, I'm clear. There was a turning point, and that was, I'm in a meditation group, and the meditation time on a Tuesday is at 2:15. So I tuned in for that. And she said, oh, there's somebody cutting down trees, because she does it outside. She was like, I hope it doesn't affect the meditation. But this is what it's like working with tarot. Life doesn't get in the way. Life is the way, right? So a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I was going to do this journey, but then this happened in my life. It's like, no, that is it. That is the journey. It can't get in the way. And it was the same with this meditation. So she was doing this meditation, and there was this cutting down of the tree, vroom, vroom, really effective going on. And I was like, aha, I get it. I'm doing this meditation, and the Ace of Swords is now cutting away all of that overwhelm, all of that stress, all of that stuff that was just in my head, right? Okay. So anything like that happened for you yesterday? Yes. Anything? And then we are now dropping into the cups, right? Okay. So the mind
is a very fast energy. So it's ungrounding, and it can make you feel anxious, and it can make you feel all over the place, and it's quite fast, but it's powerful in that the intuition can come fast, and it's like it lands in your head. That's one type of intuition. It's like fast, it's in your head, and it's almost like you have to obey it there and then, because if you second guess it, that's when you get into issues. Whereas today we're dropping into the different type of intuition, which is slow down. This is where you have to feel to really make sure that you are on track. It's a different type of intuition. It's almost like an FM wave and medium wave, if we're looking at radios. Yes, so it's like we're tuning into a different place of intuition, and I'm going to show you how we can do that as well in a minute. All right, but let me just tell you a little bit about my journey and how it's manifested, because I think that will also help you see. So magician, I chose existence in the Osho Zen, and this showed up for me in terms of my coach, who did a meditation on stars, and was really, really, really powerful. And I chose this actually because of her energy, and I really felt like it was really the immersion of that, and I've been feeling the powerful energy of that all week, and it's just totally where I am. And that's why I chose this one, the Light Seers Ace of Swords, yesterday, because it pictured where I am. I was doing lots on my mindset, and this also headset arrived yesterday, and I'm putting it back on. Don't worry, I'm not going to plug it in, but just because, look at this. Can you see what I mean? So it was just like there's a whole different shift, a whole different frequency going through my head, really. Okay, and that was really what happened yesterday, massively. Then last night I got onto the TTT webinar. Now, TTT is changing its name. Some of you know what TTT is. It's the Transformational Truth of Tarot book, game, program. It's changing its name soon. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Some of you are in the know already about what it's going to be, but it's I'm really excited about it. Anyway, I was on a webinar with my TTT peeps, and we did some channeling to connect with our guides. But actually what happened was the power of the healing was immense for all of us, and we all felt it. It was like this huge, immense healing on our heart. And it was only when I woke up this morning and chose the Ace of Cups that I got it. I got that it had happened already. The card had changed to the Ace of Cups already, and this can happen. Okay, so I want you to start tuning in to the rhythm. Like, does the Ace of Wands, the very next card, come in before you change your card tomorrow? Yes, start looking for it and tuning into, I feel the shift in my energy. Okay, this morning I woke up with so much intuition, so many downloads of intuition that were actually a whole mix of these three cards. It was like, whoa, I could really start to feel how everything was building up. One was building on the other, and this is what we want to be going on for you. So do take a moment to review your journey and see where you're going. So I chose this card this morning, and then I did a Tarot Feely, which is what I'm going to do with you. And we're going to do a Tarot Feely. So if you have Tarot or Oracle with you, great. If you don't worry, you can tune into my card as well when we do it. But Tarot Feely is, like it says, it's about feeling, okay? And today we are in the feeling, right? So what we do is we take a card without looking and we feel into it. And so I did that this morning. And I was just feeling this energy building between my hands, and the feeling, it was just incredible, totally incredible. Just this feeling of something growing, nurturing with grace, beautiful energy. And then I looked at the card and it was the Queen of Cups. And I was like, whoa, gosh, well, that is so like the Ace of Cups, right? So I'm working with both today. I've got one on my lock screen and one on my home screen on my phone. So you can work with two cards. So maybe you're going to want to work with the card that comes up for you in Tarot Feely, which we're going to do now, okay? And as I said, this is one way of working with your intuition that requires slowing down. So Tarot Feely is going to help you slow down and tune into the feeling, okay? But it's also a great measure on your three clairs. So your clair means clear, okay? And then you have clairvoyance, which means clear vision, clairaudience, which means clear hearing, and clairsentience, which means clear feeling, okay? Which is primarily where we are today, yes? Whereas the clairaudience was more yesterday with the mind. But when we do the Tarot Feely, you are actually revisiting all three levels of those clairs. So it gives you a reading as well of how clear those clairs are for you and where you're firing, where your energy is firing for you on any one day. Not only that, but it's like the hotline to the divine. It's like the instant hotline to the divine. It totally gets you out of lower self if you're doing it correctly. And it just puts you straight into higher self, because normally when you read the tarot, the problem is that you are judging it. You're looking at it, you're getting a judgment of it's a good card or a bad card, and you block it. You block the hotline from the divine. It's really hard. You know, we are judgmental people. We look at something and we judge it. It's just the way it is. Whereas with Tarot Feely, you don't get that because you don't know what the card is. If you do, then you have to put it back in the deck, okay, and choose one that you don't know. All right, so if you don't have a card, don't worry. You can just imagine that you have this card between your hands, and we're going to do it now. We're going to go into the feeling, so just close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Take your attention to the card between your hand, real or imagined, and just breathe that energy from your hands up through your arms into your heart. So you're opening to receive. There's no pushing or trying. There's no, I need to get this card right. It's not about that at all. Let go of that. It's about opening your energy to the card like we're doing in the journey. Not, I need to get to know you. Tell me I've got to be right, blah, blah, blah. But hello, this is really lovely to meet you. And I'm opening my energy to welcome you in. So just breathe the energy of the card in, the divinity, I prefer to say. Breathe the energy of the divinity you're connecting with in. Gently, and breathe it out gently, and just feel yourself resonating. So now you're just tuning into your clairsentience. You're tuning into how it makes you feel, getting a measure of your physical feeling. Any sensations or changes there? And your internal feeling, where do you feel it inside? How does it make your emotions feel? And then you go to the next frequency. It's no higher, it's just a different frequency, and that's your clairvoyance. And you do that by tuning into the vision, the color, any images that you're getting. And let go of any trying. Just start with the color, see what's there, first thing that comes, and let it emerge from there or not. It just is what it is. And then you send your thoughts up and you ask, if there's a message for me in this card today, in this divinity today, what is it, please? I'm open to receive the message now. Send your thoughts up and just see the message come back down through your head. Okay. And then when you're ready, you can put your card and your message in the chat, and do put it together. I can't help you if you just tell me the card or you tell me the message. I need to see both. Okay, so hopefully you're feeling really good now, because as I said, it is a hotline to your divine, and in that it's pretty instant. It gets you there pretty instantly, okay, and cuts out all the lower stuff. Okay, so Jennifer's put Page of Cups. Can you put the message with it, please, Jen, so that I can see what's going on for you? That would be awesome. But it's amazing that it's the Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups is also the Ace of Cups, i.e. pages are beginnings. So you can see the Fool in the tarot, the pages in the tarot, and the aces of the tarot of all the same energy. They're all about beginnings. That reminds me, remember, we're working with one. Ace is one. So we've got the Magician, which is number one, and then we've got 4 aces, yes, which are 1, 1, 1, 1, yes. And you do realise, right, that it's 1, 1, 1, 1 today. I didn't realise that until I received something this morning, and I was like, dang, I've done it again. Like, or the tarot's done it again. The amount of times, if you've been following me for a while, you'll realise that I do this. I put things on totally obliviously to the dates that they fall on. They just fall amazingly well. So there's your ones that you're looking for today. Remember, you're activating and looking out for ones on this journey, as well as your water signs today, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Yes, so remember to put your Ace of Cups wherever you see it, whatever ones you're working with. Like I've said, I've got 2 on my phone, and you're asking the questions of who, what, and how. So what's happening in my day that reminds me of this card? Who is showing up in today that reminds me of this card? How am I being like this card today? Okay, so whilst your messages come in, I'm just going to show you the collective message that I channeled through. So the feeling was amazing. It was like here in my heart, but it was like slightly lower than the heart. It was kind of in between the heart and the solar plexus. So almost like this butterfly feeling in the solar plexus, and this vulnerable feeling of extreme opening and excitement, and like almost like falling in love. It was really, really intense and kind of like, ooh. So the feeling was really strong. And I didn't see much apart from this orange color that then turned into a hue like round a candle flame. That was it. And then the message I got was take notes. And it's true, like the downloads, as I said, like the amount of information that is coming through now from the work we've done with the Magician, the Ace of Swords and the Cups. I cannot stress how important the writing is in this journey. So remember that you can download a book to help you here. There we go. activateyourintuitionsystem.com/be your own magician. There's a free book there that is going to help you write, and you want to be writing like there is steam coming out of your pen now. Yes, because that's where you see the magic. You're not going to see the magic that well if you're not letting yourself just dump everything that is coming through. So write. It's really, really important. Okay, so let's see what the card was, shall we? Wow. So it's almost like there's that light. It's almost like that candle flame light. This is death, by the way. So interesting that I felt like really vulnerable, but it was like I was falling in love. It was really scary, really intense, this kind of newness and crossing over the threshold. And there was this one point of light, and it was like, take notes. Wow. So it feels like I'm really getting downloads from the other world, as you are too, because I did it collectively for all of us. Okay, so let's have a look. Your messages, your comments, any questions, anything you want to ask me now. This is the best place because I can't keep up with your comments and because it's easier for me to answer you verbally. I can go deeper with you on a live. So let's have a look and see what's going on here. So Jennifer says, just because something is quick and easy for you doesn't mean it isn't valuable. Aha, powerful message from the Page of Cups there. That's beautiful. And I love that. That's a great message for all of us, isn't it? Take it in. Just because something is quick and easy doesn't mean it isn't valuable. That's a really good thing for us all to clock, because I think in our society we often feel, don't we, that it has to be a long, hard slog for something to be valuable. And like I said, with the TF, the Tarot Feeling, it's an instant hotline to the divine. Things can be a lot quicker than what we give credit for. So very, very, very true. So thank you very much for sharing that, Jenny. Leslie chose the Ace of Cups. I don't know what you mean by chose. Randomly, it happened for you? Not quite sure there. Hello, Camilla. Lovely to see you here too. Welcome to Be Your Own Magician. That's the container we are doing this week. Okay, so Leslie's saying she felt anxious yesterday. Absolutely, but hopefully that is shifting now. Like I said, see it as a mind washing. It's like it's got to come up and out. That's the sword at work. Okay, so Jennifer said that. So Anne has said, Six of Swords, message calm, steady, colour red. Those of you that know the Six of Swords will know that it's calm and steady. It's a very slow and steady progress out of troubled waters. So that fits very well. Interestingly, I think this is Leslie saying, yes, in the Osho schizophrenia, she got the Two of Swords, and funnily chose that earlier for Storytell. Storytell is something we do in TTT, which is changing its name soon. And message was to rest. Yeah, so definitely connect more with the Ace of Cups and the feeling side of things, because I would say that this is a sign that the Ace of Swords has been overdone and it's got a little stuck. So immerse yourself into the feeling and the heart energy as much as you can today. Okay. Beth says Six of Swords. So two people have got the Six of Swords. And that's almost like a mirror of like, aha, your sword has got you going forward. That's nice. After yesterday, intuitively, I was given number 6, but did not get anything about swords. Got golden energy and pentacles. Message was to speak and be heard. It's the message that's important. It's not about getting the card right. It's nothing about guessing the card. So absolutely let go of that when you're doing tarot feely. It's a completely different thing. Tarot feely is about getting the message. That is the main intention. It's about asking for the message. It's about connecting you with your higher self. When we're like, it's great when we get like the number or the card. And if you know tarot, you're going to see cards sometimes, and that's fine. But don't get stuck on it. It's like, oh, that card's popped up high. And realign. It's not like you're rejecting it, but you're not attaching to it either, because it's not about that. It's about getting the message. So that's great that you got the message, which was to speak and be heard, which is great. And it's always fab to know when you've got things like the number or the card, but it's like an exciting little bonus, if that makes sense, rather than the focus. Yes. Okay. Had immense heat in hands, bit fuzzy, lots of spinning. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of feeling in there for you, Beth. Maybe saying that your clairsentience is very strong. I'm going to put this question out to you guys. What clair do you think is your strongest clair from doing that? Did you feel more than anything? If so, then it's clairsentience that's really strong for you today. And with the Ace of Cups, that's really what we're working with. Did you see more? If you saw more, then, that's more the Ace of Wands, what we're going to be working with tomorrow, which is visibility, that visioning and creativity on that ability to vision. Or did you hear more? If you heard more, like thoughts in your head, like you're being told by this thing in your head kind of thing, then you're on the clairaudience, which is the swords. Yeah, we can be like, oh, we're going crazy. No, you're just clairaudient. That's all. And we all have layers of it. But which one was your strongest? Let me know in the chat. Okay. Anne says, my guides turned up. My head was tingling. Yes. I was wondering where they had gone. Well, I'm so pleased that you realised that they haven't gone anywhere. That's wonderful. Okay. I've just joined the live, but what I did manage today so far is being in quiet meditation with my yoga class at 11:11 on 11:11. All the ones, exactly. I was just talking about that. It's in the replay if you want to watch if you want to go back to the beginning. Whoever you are, I'm sorry, it just says Facebook user, so I don't know. Hey Lee. Lee is saying, experiencing card, felt physical peace, gentle, being at one with all, colours warm and golden, message, have faith, trust, golden opportunity and golden connector. How beautiful is that? What was your card? I don't know what your card was. It'd be good to know. Someone else has got the 6 of Swords. Again, I don't know who it is. It says Facebook user. I was given the number 6 intuitively, but then off kilter, pentacles and golden colour. I'm not quite sure what that means about off kilter. Apologies, was on a different stream with my comment. No worries. It all gets a little bit abstract and fun as we go on. So, just tell me the card and the message in one comment and tell me how strong, what you feel that your strongest clair was. You can put that in the same comment. Okay. Okay, clear. So someone here is saying clearly knowing generally, but hugely empathic energetically. And this sounds like a broad statement, which I would, this is where TF is really good for you. If you practice this daily, you're going to get a daily measure because your clairs change Yes. And so it's like every day, just tune in with where you are at and what your strongest Claire is. And then you're in alignment with who you are becoming always, rather than knowing who you are, which is one of the most important things to do with your life. But what people don't know is that there's apparently another part to what it says over the Temple of Delphi, which is know thyself and who you are becoming. So this is a way to really make sure that you're actually honoring who you are today in the now. Okay, so thank you for your comment. Clairsentience and claircognizance, which means clear knowing. And Lee went for a swim and very golden light in the morning in the sea. Wonderful bathing, and that really goes in with your Tarophili, which is brilliant. All the ones, hello Jocelyn, good to see you here. Jocelyn is our little magician herself, very much Gemini, and has the magician energy in our TTT group. So of course, all the ones are coming through for you. Great to see you there. Three of Fire, very golden, says yes. Another Osho card. We've got an Osho theme going on, so you can really see the golden energy there. I have no idea. Yes, if you register on StreamYard, those last two messages were mine. I still don't know who you are. I don't know who mine is. Yes, register to StreamYard, and or just put your name at the end if you don't want to. That's it for today. Have an amazing day. Remember, put the card that you resonate with. Don't let yourself be stuck to a deck. Allow yourself to mix it up and change. And what card is calling you? There is an Ace of Cups, or maybe a Page of Cups or a Queen of Cups is calling you as well. If so, work with them both. Or you could work with two Ace of Cups from two different decks. Put it wherever you're going to see it, yes? To be reminded, to ask yourself, who is showing up that reminds me of this card? What is playing out that reminds me of this card? How am I being like this card? And write your whole day out like there's steam coming out of your pen, and apply the questions after you've looked back at what you've written, because it's then that you'll really see all the magic that's been building up the last 3 days. Okay. All right, so that's it for now. Lovely to see you all here. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye for now.